Hello! This is Way of Weinstein. Wherever you may be and however you may be watching, live in the financial district of New York City, Facebook Live, YouTube, here to preview Super Bowl 52. So, Patriots, Eagles. I'm not a fan of either teams. I'm a diehard Giants fan. I hate the Patriots because they're a Boston sports team. But for those of you that follow License Plate Guy on the various social media platforms, those of you who don't know who License Plate Guy is, he is the Spike Lee of New York Giant football fans. So, and he agreed with me as soon as the Eagles demolished the Vikings in the NFC Championship game, saying if you are a Giants fan, you cannot root for the Eagles. Now, granted, am I happy about rooting for the Patriots in tonight's game? No. That made me a little queasy just saying that. But hey, Patriots. Eli's not on the sideline. Shouldn't have any problems. Although I do think it's going to be a very, very close game. Let's go into it. So, the keys for the Eagles to win this game is that in order to beat the Patriots, you need to play a next to perfect game. They need to be able to get pressure on Brady and by only rushing 4. Now, one guy I think has an outside chance for the MVP of this game would be Fletcher Cox. I think he's a guy in maybe like a Von Miller type effort 2 years ago in Super Bowl 50. I mean, if he's someone that can get a sack, a fumble recovery, maybe a pick. Now, for the Eagles defense to be in this, they need to get, I would say, a minimum 3 sacks, get a turnover, force ideally 2 to 3 turnovers, make a big play in special teams. Now, and Nick Foles needs to not turn the ball over, and he's got to trust Jay Ajayi and the former Patriot, Mr. Blunt. So, or as far as the receiving core, I think that Alshon Jeffrey is going to be the main person who's been taken away, kind of like in Super Bowl 42. Outside of Burris' game-winning catch, he only had one other catch that whole entire game. So look for Torrey Smith and Aguilar to have big games. I would say nothing outrageous. I'd say around 70 to 90 yards receiving. Now, Nick Foles, the biggest question is, given Belichick has 2 weeks to prepare for Nick Foles, who he's not as bad as he was against the Falcons, and he's nowhere near as great as he was against the Vikings. So he's somewhere in the middle. What is Belichick going to do? Are Belichick and Brady distracted somewhat of the Tom versus time and the 2 Bills, which if you haven't seen that, ESPN 30 for 30, I loved it. If you're a Jets fan, I could see how that could be nauseating for you. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Great job, ESPN, with their 30 for 30 series. But now to the Patriots side. Now, having gone through like the 28-3 last year, do I expect the Patriots to be down by that kind of deficit this year again? No. Do I expect them to be losing going into the fourth quarter? You know what, I actually do. I think that they're going to be losing by either like around 7 to 10 points going into the fourth. Because in every Brady Belichick Super Bowl, they haven't scored on their first possession, and the fact that they haven't even scored in the first quarter. For some reason, they just get off to slow starts. I'm not exactly sure why. It's just something that they just happen to do. Now, a big question is, now Gronk cleared concussion protocol and is able to play. But is he going to be the effective Gronk that we saw in Super Bowl 49, where he was a beast against the Legion of Boom? Or is he going to be more the Gronk that was in Super Bowl 46 that really was just window dressing, it was just a distraction? That's a big question mark. Now, is Danny Amendola going to be as fantastic as he was against the Jaguars? Now, a couple people that could be great for the Patriots, Dion Lewis, I think he could have a big game. Brandon Cooks, I mean, when we saw Brandon Cooks was going to the Patriots for just the first round pick, we thought, oh yeah, book it. They'll be back in the Super Bowl. I mean, because realistically, who's there to beat them? The Steelers always choke, especially with all the injuries that happen. Jacksonville, I thought had a chance, but they made too many mistakes. And the Patriots play a clean game. Brady doesn't make any big mistakes. And the Patriots' offensive line can hold and protect Brady. That's the game right there. Can the offensive line protect Brady and make sure it's not a situation like it was in Super Bowl 42 and 46 when the Giants were able to get pressure? It was Tuck, Strahan, Umanura, JPP, when they just had kept getting pressure on Brady. So a couple of interesting stats, then I'll give my prediction. So 12 out of the last 13 teams to win the Super Bowl have been wearing the white jerseys. So the Patriots were set to wear their blue dark colored jerseys, but I don't know if Belichick or Mr. Kraft made the call to wear white. Granted, in all the Super Bowls they've won, they've worn white. In the 2 Super Bowls they've lost to the Giants, they were wearing blue. Now, the one team that has one wearing the dark jerseys in the past 13 years was the Super Bowl 45 Packers. They wore their green jerseys like the Eagles. They'll be wearing green as well. So who's to see if that stat's going to carry on. Now, the next stat is NFC Championship game winners who win the game by over 20 points. So since 2000, those teams are 0-5 in the Super Bowl. We've got the Super Bowl 35 Giants. We've got the Super Bowl 40 Seahawks, the Super Bowl 41 Bears, the Super Bowl 50 Panthers, and last year's Super Bowl 51 Falcons. Now, the Eagles, they absolutely pulverized the Vikings, so is that trend going to continue? We'll see. So now, the trend that's in the Eagles' favor. So Tom Brady last night won his 3rd NFL MVP. Congratulations, it was well deserved. He was the clear, obvious choice to win the MVP. So if you look at MVP winners that have played in the Super Bowl since 2001, you've got Kurt Warner, lost in Super Bowl 36. Rich Gannon, lost in Super Bowl 37. Shaun Alexander, lost in Super Bowl 40. Tom Brady, you're damn right, lost Super Bowl 42. You got Peyton Manning, lost Super Bowl 44. Peyton Manning then again lost Super Bowl 48 as a member of the Denver Broncos. Then Cam Newton lost Super Bowl 50. And then we have Matt Ryan lost Super Bowl 51. So now, is that trend going to continue? So there's a bunch of superstitions. Does any of those stats potentially mean anything? No. The main key is, can the Eagles play mistake-free football? Can they get pressure on Brady? What is Nick Foles going to be like? And what is Brady's age at some point? Is time going to have its day? Or is that avocado ice cream that's fueling Tom Brady still going to pulverize every team? Now, as far as my prediction. So, I'm going with 24-20 Patriots. I think it's going to be a very close game. I could see this being 20-10 Eagles going into the 4th quarter. Even with around 9-10 minutes left, the Eagles could be winning 20-10. But Brady is essentially Superman. If there is no kryptonite in sight, which I don't know if Eli's in Minnesota, but there's going to be no kryptonite on the sidelines. So as long as there's no kryptonite, Superman's just going to go around with his heat vision, with his cool breath, flying, super strength. Shouldn't be a problem. Superman saves the day. Oh, God, I can't believe I'm rooting for Tom Brady. But, yeah. Now, am I happy about rooting for Tom Brady? No. But, hey, if you're a Giants, Cowboys, or Redskins fan, unless you're one of those 3 fan bases, you probably should be rooting for the Eagles. But, hey, I'm a diehard Giants fan. I can't root for the Eagles. That's my thought. 24-20 Patriots. I'm not getting into all the prop bets. I don't know. I don't think she's going to make an appearance because she's not a singer, but they'll probably cut to her at some point, especially if Justin Timberlake's doing Mirror. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm going to take the easy route and say Brady's going to get his 5th MVP. But yeah, 24-20 Patriots. We'll see. But yeah, so enjoy the Super Bowl. Hope you're having a fun day to watch it. And yeah, if you like this video, like it, share it, comment it. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to me on YouTube at Way of Weinstein. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, all.